This is Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on News Radio WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM, a part of the Big Rapids Media Network and your home for Cardinal basketball.
Jenga spinning. Oh, goodness. Direct attack.
That was absolutely nasty.
Moten goes up strong. Count the bump. And the bucket again.
If you get the ball in the paint, you're going to have good things happen.
"16 miles, two towns that do not like one another." That is all that separates these two teams here tonight. It's the Battle of Misiola, Part 2, as Big Rapids hosts Reed City in a CSAA showdown. We got a great one for you, folks. Fasten your seatbelts. We got the full Cardinal pregame show. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas bringing you here courtside. Blake, we saw this matchup the first time, and boy, Big Rapids stepped up to the plate. Reed City's played better, might not have Ty Gilchek tonight, so you're going to have to imagine the Cardinals are going to be awaiting a very hungry Reed City team here tonight.
Yeah, you've got a Reed City team that's young, that is progressing, under the leadership of Landon Jackson, and then all juniors and freshmen after that. So you have to anticipate that they have gotten better, as well as, the last time Big Rapids played these guys, they jump out to 9 of 14 from the three-point line in the first half and effectively bury Reed City in that first half. That's going to be hard to replicate, especially if Ty Gilchek isn't able to go tonight. All bets are off. Again, you can see right now the girls' game, a three-point ball game with 5 minutes left in a game with 2 runs right now. Really fun to watch. Nothing better than a Friday night rivalry game late in the season.
What do they say? Records don't matter in rivalry games, and that certainly is the case for what we have coming up here for a 7 o'clock tip-off. We'll step aside. 2-minute break, full Cardinal pregame show coming up after these words right here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything. Not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
My name is Nicole Urban. I'm an adult geriatric nurse practitioner, and I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. I have wanted to help people and care for people since I was young. I had an aunt who was a registered nurse and kind of helped drive me in that direction. I was able to see what she was able to do for patients, and it made me want to be able to do the same. I am accepting new patients in the Big Rapids and Grand Rapids locations. For more information, you can visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Welcome back here inside Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. Time now for our Cardinal pregame show, presented by our great sponsors here all season long on News Radio WBRN. Those include but aren't limited to Big Rapids Public Schools, the Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Moten, the Mecosta Transit Authority, A1 Auto Glass, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, as well as Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Bezos Digital, and BigRapidsDailyNews.com. Thank you so much for your support. of Cardinal Hoops. Our time and temperature this evening is presented by New Horizon Landscaping. In the winter, they clear snow for residential and commercial properties. In the spring and summer, they take care of your landscape. Trust the experts in lawn care with New Horizon Landscaping. It is 21 degrees outside right now as we stand at 6:38 Eastern Standard Time. Once again, as always, tradition to say it's a great night to be indoors on the hardwood. We do have some snow coming tomorrow, it sounds like. So buckle up, get your shovels out, put some gas in the snowblower tonight before tomorrow, as Mother Nature might not be kind to us. Just be sure to not trust me as a weatherman, but I've read a lot of models and radars that say we have snow on the way. So I'm not going to tell you the number because I know I'm going to be wrong, but just expect snow. Could be an inch, could be a foot. Who knows? Cook's Tree Service is our Timber Report sponsor, 796-2908. Of course, all things timber-related, you can give a call to Cook's Tree Service. And Blake, especially Big Rapids, played here on Tuesday, which definitely has an advantage, right, getting that whole week at home. But I think the biggest thing for Reed City, this is their 6th straight game away from the Den. 6th straight away game. And so you have to imagine they're used to this momentum, they're used to this rhythm, they're used to this routine, and especially now when you shorten the drive by a substantial margin compared to Kent City and Newaygo, which they played very well last week at those gyms. Obviously, Chip Hills, they've had struggles with that team all year in that defense. But this is a game where the timber itself is not going to determine the game. It's everybody's heads on the timber. It's a mental warfare that we're going to see here tonight.
Yeah, Reed City being those road warriors, they have had a ton of success in this gym. I believe 4 out of their last 5 wins against Big Rapids have been in this gym. And this is a place where their head coach is very familiar with. We talked about it on the rundown the other night. Brendan Walsh, a long time Big Rapids assistant coach, knows this gym very well. He'll have his guys ready to go. Look for the guys on the Cardinals side. It's senior night tonight. Look for them to play hard for their seniors, and look for them to play because it's Reed City Big Rapids. So that's what's going on tonight. Look for it to be another high-level, entertaining basketball game.
Absolutely, and we're going to have a crowd and a half here tonight. The crowd is one of the largest we've seen, and we still have 2 minutes to go in the varsity girls game. It's only 6:40. We still got 20 minutes for people to file in for the boys contest, and we encourage those, if you're on your way over, get here as fast as you can, because right now it's a 4-point game between Coach Heist and Coach Belfuse. I mean, these are two very experienced coaches within their programs that know this rivalry very well, so that's going to be a very entertaining game. We have us in front right now. Big Rapids leads at 27-23 with 2:18 to go. And so it's going to be a very fun ending to this one. Be sure, stick around. Big Rapids Little League starting lineup just before tip-off. Our math man himself on the mic, Justin Fox, is back. He'll be delivering that for us. But just a reminder, Little League signups are still open, folks, until February 21st for players ages 4 to 14. Visit BigRapidsLittleLeague.com to sign up today. With that, we get into what you came here for, the Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown. Target your target audience with the experts of Dazos Digital. YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, they can do it all. Produce and execute to get you on your desired platform to get your advertising to your customers. Trust the experts at DazosDigital.com. Looking at the team comparison, Reed City obviously comes in with a record that looks very depleting at 4-13, but Blake, we've mentioned this, especially going into the game prep. This is a very young team for Coach Walsh. They had so many of that senior core last year, and leaving a lot of those guys, right, that brings in a lot of pressure on the younger guys, and they've took it to the chin. A lot of those games, talking from Coach Walsh, his guys have taken it to the chin, right, losing a lot of those guys, especially Marcos Real last year. Yes. Massive piece of that offense. You have Justin Stolini who could shoot it, John Andrus, an incredible on-ball defender, right? You had those athletes of Max Hammond and company, so you know for a fact this isn't the same Reed City team as last year, but this is going to be a more motivated group because you've seen in those games that Reed City's played the second time around, they played extremely better than the first time. Yeah, and they're battle-tested, right? Coach Walsh made the point on the rundown, saying that the only team in the district, in District 35, that has played a more difficult schedule when it comes to terms of opponent's record is Ludington. They played Thornapple Kellogg. They played a really good Standish Sterling team. They opened the season with McBain. They have St. John's on their schedule.
big Class Bs are really, really, really good Division III schools. So they're battle-tested. So, yeah, they've lost a lot of games, but the teams that they've played have prepped them to get better. And you see that going down the stretch. They've improved, and, they're playing their best basketball to date right now.
Their opposing win percentage is the highest in the conference at .517, and that is the only team, Reed City, that has an opposing team winning percentage for those opponents that is above 500. Yes. That just goes to show how good of teams they have played this year. They're 2-7 away from the Den, with 2 of those wins coming a couple weeks ago at Kent City and at Newaygo. Their 2 best wins on the season to this point. And you're right, they've won 7 of the last 14 matchups right here in Cardinal Arena. So you know that the rivalry game has been decided between these 2 teams at least. Might not be for other rivalries, but it's been decided by the away team more times than not. So it'll be intriguing. Obviously, for Big Rapids, the early season win was massive, 75 points, the second highest, only to the 77 they put up last Friday against Tri-County. And so you know for a fact they can't expect to put up 75 again, right? It doesn't work as far as the game plan that way. You can try, but you're going to put yourself in a position to score 75. You might not score 75, but it's going to be important to play good defensive basketball. They did that against Whitehall in 1 quarter. The rest of the 3 quarters fell off the wagon a little bit. Tough shooting the basketball, and that's the number one thing that we really saw in that game. Shooting 26% from the floor on over 57 attempts. That's not going to win you games against almost any opponent, let alone a powerhouse like Whitehall. It's going to be imperative to get good shots, keep with it, and not turn the ball over tonight for that Cardinal offense.
Yeah, and that's kind of a little bit of a mirage as well. We talked about it. And I saw it happen in the girls' game a few times as well. The rim that is on our right-hand side just seems to have, it might be a little bit smaller, I don't know, because early in that game against Whitehall, they had 6 or 7 shots that hit every inch and just didn't fall. And when you see that, it can be deflating, it can be a little demoralizing, and you know that a team like Whitehall is going to get theirs because of how competitive and how good they are. So, it was a 16-point ball game in the 4th quarter, so that 33-point discrepancy is a little skewed. With that being said, again, the Cardinals are going to have to change some things tonight without the possibility of having their starting center, Ty Gilchek, who we talked about. We run a lot of things through him. And if you lose that person, it's tough to replace. And instead of just plugging somebody in and say, we're going to run everything through you, you're going to have to flip-flop some things, and you're going to have to make some adjustments. So you got to see, what does Coach Ingles and Coach Kostecki draw up to change that offense, and also what is Coach Walsh going to do differently this time around? Played a ton of zone the first time. Maybe we mentioned maybe you see a triangle and 2. Maybe you see a straight man. You never know. So you're going to see my favorite part is that chess match between those coaches, right? And I think you're going to see something like that tonight. You're going to see some wonky looks, and you're going to have to see the Cardinals adapt without having Ty Gilchek readily available tonight.
We'll hear from assistant coach on the matchup as well as Tuesday's Whitehall game here later on in the pregame show. Cardinals come in 11-5, 7-2 at home, with those 2 home losses being a tough Cedar Springs team and Whitehall on Tuesday. So they've played very well here at home. Update on the varsity girls score 28-23, 43 seconds to go. Coach Belfus and the Reed City staff looking to try to score on this inbounds play, make it 1 possession. Coach Heist's team wants a stop here in the final seconds. This has been a whale of a basketball game here in front of us as Reed City's going to take a 3 and hit it. What a massive shot. Now it's only 2 with 36 seconds left. We will continue on with our Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown as well as Coach's Corner coming up after this right here on WBRN.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Your car is less of a car nowadays and more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielchak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osowski return along with Nowego's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Biller Insurance, the Rakoff family, Old and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here on the Cardinal Basketball pregame show. 11 seconds, 3 points. That's what we got in front of us here in the varsity girls game. The intensity's at level 10.
Yes.
And we haven't even got the guys out on the floor in warm-ups yet. Seeing college coaches walking around down here. The place is getting packed. This is going to be a great environment for basketball, and we can't wait to get to it. Dazos Digital Stat Breakdown continuation. Obviously, the win at Reed City back on December 20th was massive, 75-48. Cardinals shot 46% from the floor in total that game, 7 of 21 from downtown, including a monstrous first half. A lot of the chunk of those coming in the first half. 3-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. Yep. That's what impressed me the most. They took care of the basketball, and in what's going to be a very much emotional warfare, key here tonight in this matchup.
Yeah, anytime you can have that type of discrepancy, you're 3-to-1 in your assist to turnover ratio. You're taking care of the ball. You're valuing every possession, and not only that, you're sharing the ball, and that's what all the good teams do. So you've got to hope that you both teams, you can take care of the ball and continue that success.
Cardinals get a foul drawn. It is a 3-point game with 5 seconds left. That's a massive offensive rebound right there. The Fricky sisters have played great tonight for Big Rapids. The Coyotes have given them all they could handle. This was a great basketball game to watch, regardless of who you're cheering for. First one is good. That makes it a 4-point game with 5 seconds left. So Coach Belfuse now is going to be with his hands tied here, trying to hope for a long 3-point shot with maybe some time on the clock. And he's going to really need a miss here. The one on the way on the second is good. Reed City needs one last gasp effort to try to keep this game alive, and a foul will be on the floor by the Cardinals. So Coach Heist, as Blake, you talk about the chess match right here in front of us. So now Reed City's going to have an inbounds play here, as that was only the third Cardinal foul. And we will call this one until its end and continue on because it's too entertaining not to. 2 seconds, 1 second fires away. It's good, but that's not enough for the visiting Coyotes. This one is in the books, 31-29, your final score here in this girls' contest. What a great basketball game. Big win for Big Rapids. A massive effort for Reed City. That was just exactly what you would hope for out of a rivalry basketball game there in front of us. Congrats to Coach Heitz on the victory.
A game of 2 runs, 9-3 early for the Reed City Coyotes, and then the Cardinals closed the half out on a 14-0 run. Then you have a 24-14 game, the Cardinals lead, and then the Coyotes go on their own run to cut it to 3, and then you have a back-and-forth seesaw battle the rest of the way. A really, really fun high school basketball game. The Cardinals come out on the victorious end. Very happy for them as a Cardinal myself, but a good win in a big, big game.
I feel like that was a shot towards me as a Coyote alum, but I'll let that slip by, Blake. Just kidding. Right now, between these two teams, obviously the head-to-head, many people are like, dating back to 2010, what's the head-to-head, right? How many times has each team won? It's 25-13, if you're curious, in favor of the Cardinals, but the last time these two teams met, right? It was obviously in Big Rapids' favor. And then last year they split, Reed City winning the home opener in the regular season by 19, but the Cardinals getting the 2-point upset later on. So it was just a massive, massive game. And right now on the resumes here, before we get to Coach's Corner, Reed City's best win at Kent City back on January 22nd. At Tri-County, though, 5 days before was their worst loss statistically at Howard City. Big Rapids, ironically now their best win on the season. Blake, you want to take a guess what it is now?
It's not Shepherd anymore. I have no idea.
It is, in fact, the Shepherd Blue Jays.
Okay.
They are at 4-6-9 in MPR. 4-14.
Wow.
They play some juggernauts.
Yes.
They are the best win statistically on the Cardinals' schedule. Cedar Springs now the worst loss after they have dropped the last couple of games. Kanawha Hills has now won a couple of straight, so they've now flipped up. So those resume builders obviously will be something to watch because of the fact that the districts right now, because of Hart and their win, now they have flipped Big Rapids by 1,000th of a point at 5-10 compared to 5-11 for the Pirates. So that is going to be massive for Big Rapids down the stretch because they have better opponents to help the MPR. But they have to win those games first.
Yes. Well, and again, too, you don't get the MPR points for playing Grant that last one because the draw is 5 days before that. So, a little weary about next week. You have Lakeview on Tuesday, whose MPR probably isn't the highest, and then you have a Newaygo team on Friday whose MPR isn't very high either. So you got to hope that all of your other opponents, especially the non-conference ones, find ways to win games next week to keep your MPR from dropping due to the fact that you may play some teams with a lower MPR.
Hart has a game at home against Mason County Central, their best game yet. Then they go to Ravenna. The last two games is where it really hurts. They go to Hesperia, and then they host Holton, both of those teams with lower MPRs than Lakeview.
Wow.
So that is a massive flip to the Cardinals' direction as they still have to play Grant in the finale. Newaygo, who's a district foe, and Lakeview, obviously, as Blake mentioned just a moment ago. And so those are going to be crucial games down the stretch as it is going to be imperative to finish out strong. We have Senior Day festivities here, smiles and pictures taken. With that, we'll step aside and let them enjoy their moment. We will be back with more of the pregame show, Coach's Corner, coming up next right here on the home for Cardinal Basketball, WBRN.
Hey, it's Ben with Sam's Disposal with some garbage etiquette for you. While not required, it's always best when you bag your trash. Sam's Disposal can take bagless trash, but bagless trash can leave a mess on a windy day. Please clear a space around your can so we can get to your trash fast. That includes snow, leaves, bodies, or whatever. Please don't let your dogs help us take out the trash. While we know they're just trying to help, dogs have not evolved into helping take out trash. Whether you want to follow these suggestions or not, it's up to you. But when you want your trash reliably, consistently, and all the time removed, call Sam's Disposal at 231-796-2952.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa-certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Now plain zero.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, maintenance and repairs on your vehicle are done by techs who have the training, the tools, and digital diagnostics to do it right. Call or make your appointment online today. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
The Yellow Window.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Cran Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Welcome back into our Cardinal pregame show here as we approach 7 o'clock. You might be thinking, are we close to basketball? We are getting closer, folks. Stay with us. It is senior night here in Cardinal Arena, so we are thankful and congratulating our 7 seniors here in front of us from both the girls and boys varsity teams. Thank you to all of the seniors that have done just some incredible things all year long. Reese Adams, Hadley Fox, Jerice Moten, Kingston McKinney, Gabe Jenga, Ty Gilchek, and Xavier Mishler round up those 7 seniors. It's great that we have senior night because there is not enough understanding for those parents, right? Obviously, a lot of the fans, how much work goes into 4 years of competing. And it's great that we get to recognize them in front of a great crowd, probably the biggest crowd we're going to have here this year at home. And so it is great to see them in front of us with smiling faces as they round out their senior careers here at Big Rapids.
Yeah, it's always nice to honor the parents as well, all the sacrifices that they make. And not just in the last 4 years, my daughter, who's the water girl for the varsity girls team, is talking about how she wants to be a varsity basketball player, and we're doing 3rd and 4th grade basketball right now. So it's those commitments, taking them to practices when they're little, getting them to games when they're little, taking them to camps, and a lot of that is not only time consuming, but it's the monetary expenses as well. So awesome to honor our seniors as well as their parents. A great batch of kids, all really, really unique and really cool in their own way. Really cool that I get to see them every day at school. Awesome tradition. Glad that almost every school is going to do this, right? But it's every school does it for a reason, because these kids are meant to be honored because of all the sacrifices that they've made for the program the last 4 years as well.
Absolutely. And it only seems fitting that I go into this next read. Award-winning elementary schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, extensive educational and extracurricular opportunities at Big Rapids High School. BRPS is the school of choice in the area. Visit brps.org for more information. Standing O for our 7 seniors, and warm-ups are about to commence here in Cardinal Arena. The tensions, you cannot cut them with a knife at this point. Maybe in 15 minutes we will when we get to tip-off. With that, we will step aside. It's time for Coach's Corner to hear from Jason Kostecki on the matchup upcoming here with the Coyotes. All right, joined by assistant coach Jason Kostecki. Coach, thanks for joining us here. Big day, obviously, both communities getting into this gym tonight should be a great atmosphere. Talking a little bit about Tuesday before tonight's matchup. Obviously, Whitehall is a team that you guys knew and you guys scheduled them because they're going to be a perennial team that gives you a lot of challenge and obviously some help with the strength of schedule. What were your overall thoughts from that Tuesday loss? Because it seemed like the guys played better than what the margin indicated.
Yeah, if you look at the score of that game, you're like, man, Whitehall really took it to Big Rapids, and I don't think that that's the case. We had some unfortunate things happen. Obviously, early on in the game, I thought we had some really, really good shot selection early, and the ball just didn't fall. It hit every part of the rim, 3/4 of the way down, and somehow the basketball god punched it out, and it just didn't go in. They got the rebound, and then Ty going down kind of hurt us as far as our rotation goes. Tough kid to replace, but I thought we played well defensively for the most part. They're a tough guard. Cam Thompson is absolutely the real deal. They got nice pieces around him in their point guard. They have another big guy. So we played better than the score indicates, in my opinion. I told the kids that, and so hopefully they can take that and get some momentum off that moving forward. That we can play with good teams. We just need some things to fall our way, too.
Absolutely. And going back to the first matchup, you guys went to Reed City. Dominant performance, especially it felt like with moving the basketball around, getting a lot of open looks, and getting them to drop. What's been the biggest emphasis for you guys in practice, knowing that you've played them already and had some success, and trying to bounce back from Tuesday's game against the Vikings?
Yeah, this is a 13-mile rivalry game. Everything is always heightened and exciting, and everybody's ready to go. So really, our thing with our kids this week is stay within yourself. Play within the moment. Don't let each moment be bigger than what it is, because with this game, over the past couple of years, it's always been heightened and oversensitive, and we just want to play our game, make sure we control everything that we need to control, and just take care of business. We know Reed City's down this year, and if we do that, control our emotions, I think we'll have a lot of success tonight.
Absolutely, and you know Coach Walsh very well over there at Reed City, spending some time together. Definitely the first time that you guys played not too long ago, just a couple years back in Reed City. He had some wrinkles for you. I would imagine you guys are expecting some wrinkles this time around in counter of that first matchup. What are things you might be expecting that Reed City throws your way? And maybe some things that you guys want to work on tonight within your own team.
Yeah, Coach Walsh is an excellent coach. Him and I are friends. We've gone to beat camp together for years and things like that. So I know he's going to have his team ready to play. They're going to be ready to play physically. They're going to be ready to play athletically. They're going to be ready to play emotionally. As far as things that he might do, if I know Coach Walsh and he's watched our film, I think he might try to take the ball out of Cole's hands a little bit tonight. Maybe deny him the ball back, put like a wrinkle of a box and one or a full denial. In games where we've really struggled, teams have guarded Cole pretty closely and denied him the ball. So not saying that other guys aren't good players, but our offense kind of runs through him with those decision-making. So I could definitely see Coach Walsh making that adjustment and trying to get the ball out of Cole's hands.
Absolutely. And with that as well, 2 for 2 right now you are, Jason. You're looking to make it 3. Who's your hot shot pick for tonight? Who might be that bounce-back big guy guarantee tonight?
Even though I think that they are definitely going to try to take the ball out of Cole's hands, I think he has a night tonight. I think he plays exceptionally well and is the player of the game.
All right. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us. Last thing before you go, keys to get a victory tonight for a series sweep against the Coyotes.
Honestly, I think the biggest thing tonight, and it's not even necessarily a basketball skill, is controlling our emotions, right? That's it. Control our emotions. The rest will take care of itself tonight. I believe that. So that's where I'm going with. That's what I'm going to leave it at.
Certainly a good one indeed. Well, thank you so much, Coach, and good luck tonight.
Hey, thanks, Brandon. We'll see you there.
Thanks to assistant coach Jason Kostecki for sitting down and chatting here before the rivalry game tonight. 3 takeaways that I had, Blake, and I'd love to hear your thoughts too. Number 1, a lot of good shots, especially against Whitehall in the first half. Just didn't fall. Gabe had a lot of big looks, and obviously he's a guy that has filled it this year in percentage-wise at just about 47% from the floor. He can score on the mid-range, and he just wasn't hitting. The second thing, especially to note in this matchup, is taking Cole out of the game is going to probably be a priority. Yeah. Now that Ty is out of the game, he's going to facilitate the offense, right? I could see them running that box and 1, that box and 2. And so you are going to have to expect that Cole is going to be taken off the ball quite a bit during this game. And the third thing, it's the emotional factor. We already touched on that multiple times during the pregame show, but it is going to be imperative, I think, in my opinion, the team that doesn't get the first technical will win this game. The team that doesn't get the first technical might win this game, because we have seen many of those in this rivalry over the years.
Yeah, you got to keep your head in a rivalry game. First and foremost, you see it in at every level, not just high school sports. You see it at the collegiate level. You see it at the pro level. You got to keep your head. Again, like you said, they're going to try and take Cole away. I could see them denying Cole 94 feet. Making somebody else even bring the ball up the floor. But if you do that, if you focus that much on Cole, you've got Gabe Jenga to worry about too. So it's one of those pick your poisons things. But, that 3-headed monster that the Cardinals have with Gilchek and Gabe and Cole, we're missing one of the heads there where you see Ty standing at half court here in street clothes. So you've got to find a way to be efficient offensively, and someone, it's that next man up mentality. It's that so what, now what? So what? Ty's hurt. Now what do we do? Okay, so you've got to find, it'll be Lamont Belvin in pieces. It's going to be Drew Heist, which will move Gabe around on the inside. You're gonna bring in. You're gonna see some extended minutes probably for Isaac Wilhelm today as well, a guy who can hit that stretch triple. The coaching staff is going to come up with some ideas. Coaching is a Hall of Famer for a reason. He's going to come up with something that is going to work.
Absolutely. And to note, especially going into this matchup, Big Rapids 56.5, scoring the basketball this year, giving up 49.1 after the Whitehall game. I mean, we were talking about 58 and 48 after Tuesday's game, or before Tuesday's game, and then now afterwards those numbers are definitely inflated. Reed City, they want to play ugly. 46 offensively, what's really killed them. 62 given up a year. Last year they were at a 44 mark, so that will be something to watch. We will step aside. We will finish out our Cardinal pregame coverage here courtside, here at Big Rapids High School. After this, you're listening to Cardinal Basketball, only one place, WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Welcome back here inside Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here on News Radio WBRN. 4 minutes we got up on the clock before we get to our national anthem and our Little League starting lineups presented by Big Rapids Little League. There's still time to sign up, folks, for ages 4 through 14. But you got to at least have a little bit of a push forward with those steps, because it's February 21st, but it's going to be here before you know it. That'll be the end of regular season basketball, so be sure to visit brlittleleague.com for more information on that. Correction, BigRapidsLittleLeague.com to sign up today. Big thanks goes out to those that support Cardinal basketball. Those include Big Rapids Daily News, Dazos Digital, Post 90 and American Legion Baseball, Cook's Tree Service, Big Country Big Deals, Michael Oil and Propane, New Horizon Landscaping, Quality Car and Truck Repair, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean, as well as A1 Auto Glass, Moten, the Mecosta Transit Authority, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, as well as Johnson's Automotive Repair, BRPS, and BRVS, proud supporters of Cardinal basketball. We're getting into the thick of this rivalry game. Before we know it, the clock is ticking ever so faster. And right now, especially, Blake, looking at the home and away games so far, the trends this year, Big Rapids have held games at home to much lower scoring 53.7, giving up 49, as opposed to on the road. Turns into more of a track meet, 62 scored 51 given up. Now, you obviously taken for granted the teams that the Cardinals have played on the road. You look at Kennewa Hills, Fremont, Grant, Chip Hills, Reed City the first time, St. Francis, as well as Tri-County.
Yep.
Much different fluctuation in schedule compared to here playing Central Montcalm, Cedar Springs, Aviation, Shepherd, White Cloud, Whitehall, Newaygo. Much different games. But the number one number that sticks out to me, wins and losses this year, assists almost double in those wins.
Okay.
Moving the rock around is going to be crucial, especially if Coach Walsh digs into that back pocket, pulls out a box and one, a heavy full denial man-to-man up top with a lot of the guards. So moving the ball, I think, is going to be a big, crucial part of tonight's game.
Well, in every game that they've lost, you've seen that where the offense becomes just stagnant, and it's a lot of we're going to dribble, we're going to attack, we're going to kick, and then we're going to hold the ball, and then we're going to attack. And if the ball doesn't move, you become incredibly easy to guard, and that allows teams to dig in, like you said. That's an awesome stat. The assists doubled. Well, that means you're doing something right when you win. So move the ball, and you're going to have some success.
32 steals, 34 assists in the wins in their last 5 games, the 2 victories, and the 3 losses, 17 steals, 29 assists. They have more combined in those 2 games than the other 3 in those losses. So ball control and keeping the ball, not turning it over, will be crucial here tonight. With that, we will step aside one final time. Little League starting lineups with the madman on the mic. Justin Fox coming up after these words right here on the home of Cardinal basketball, WBRN.
Your car is less of a car nowadays and more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Hey, it's Ben with Sam's Disposal with some garbage etiquette for you. While not required, it's always best when you bag your trash. Sam's Disposal can take bagless trash, but bagless trash can leave a mess on a windy day. Please clear a space around your can so we can get to your trash fast. That includes snow, leaves, bodies, or whatever. Please don't let your dogs help us take out the trash. While we know they're just trying to help, dogs have not evolved into helping take out trash. Whether you want to follow these suggestions or not, it's up to you. But when you want your trash reliably, consistently, and all the time removed, call Sam's Disposal at 231-796-2952.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, maintenance and repairs on your vehicle are done by techs who have the training, the tools, and digital diagnostics to do it right. Call or make your appointment online today. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
My name is Nicole Urban. I'm an adult geriatric nurse practitioner, and I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. I have wanted to help people and care for people since I was young. I had an aunt who was a registered nurse and kind of helped drive me in that direction. I was able to see what she was able to do for patients, and it made me want to be able to do the same. I am accepting new patients in the Big Rapids and Grand Rapids locations. For more information, you can visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You're listening to News Radio WBRN, 1460 AM, 107.7 FM, and 96.5 FM. A part of the Big Rapids Media Network, and your home for Big Rapids Cardinal basketball.
a beautiful rendition of our nation's anthem, and it's time here on the mic, returning back after a long-awaited absence. It's the madman and the math man himself, Justin Fox, bringing tonight's starting lineups here from Cardinal Arena momentarily. Our officials are ready, and we have as good of a basketball game as you can ask for here in front of us. Two towns only 15 minutes apart that do not like each other. It's rivalry night, and with that, it's that time. It's the man, the myth, the legend himself on the mic in Justin Fox.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for tonight's game between the Reed City Coyotes and your Big Rapids Cardinals. First for the Coyotes, a senior, number 1, Landon Jackson. A junior, number 3, Jaden Irvin. A junior, number 15, Peyton Gogolowski. A freshman, number 23, Asher Dusham. And a junior, number 24, Jared Lockhart. The head coach of the Coyotes is Brendan Walsh. And now for the Cardinals. A senior, number 2, Jerice Moten. A junior, number 3, Cole Heist. A junior, number 4, Liam McLaughlin. A junior, number 23, Lamont Belvin. And a senior, number 24, Gabe Jenga. The head coach here, Cardinals, is Ken Ingalls. Officials for tonight's game are Kevin Fountain, Ryan DeHaan, and Brian Zinn.
Thank you, Justin. Good to have you back on the mic, big fella. We got 5 aside. We have 3 officials in orange basketball that bounces to the proper height of a standing elbow from a stationary drop. 2 rims at 10 feet at a packed house here in the Nest for the Battle of Misiola Part Dos here in Big Rapids High School. Buckle up for an incredible matchup here tonight. Tip up and underway. Cardinals will control here as we begin play. Reed City and Big Rapids starts now.
Looks like Reed City starting in a straight man, but they're going to deny Gabe and Cole.
Jerice over to Gabe on the left wing, going to try to drive to the nail on a crossover. Nice skip pass over for Moten. Moten looks down low, trying to get it to Belvin. Knocked out of bounds there by Jackson. Nice deflection there from the former quarterback. We got some great supporters here tonight. All rebounds presented by Extremely Clean. Schuberg Insurance got our 3-point shots, post 98 charity stripe for all free throws. Moda has all of our timeouts, and we certainly hope maybe from either side some Michael Oil and Propane big time slams. Cardinals moving it around here. The first 30 seconds, McLaughlin off to Gabe. Jenga goes behind his back, almost lost his dribble. Good defense from Gogolowski. Here's Moten at the top. Thought about a floater, not going to take it. Gabe goes downhill, off the screen, floats it back for Jerice. Jerice has a low floater on the way, front iron, no good. Gabe with the offensive rebound, back up top. Goal high, straight away, 3, in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound, it goes out of bounds. It will point the Coyotes' direction. Good look from Cole. He really struggled in that Whitehall game, shooting the long ball. 3 of 16 from the floor, 1 of 8. So he's really going to be looking to get his get back from downtown.
Yes, absolutely. One thing to note, the way that the Coyotes are guarding Gabe Jenga, making him dribble with his left hand. Let's see how that plays out for him.
Overplaying that right shoulder certainly will be something to watch. Dutcham throws it away. A turnover there by the Coyotes as a little bit of pressure from Coach Ingalls and company creates the first turnover here of the ball game. Thanks to our great supporters at A1 Auto Glass, chips and cracks in your windshield are no bueno. A1 can fix on windshield with mobile service. Find out more and search A1 Auto Glass. McLaughlin looks down for Moten. He wasn't even looking for it. He catches it, though. Nice play from Jerice. Get out to Jenga, back to Liam. He's going to hand off for Cole. Good pressure there by Dutcham as he will pressure onward. The Cardinals will get the offense orchestrated again. Gabe will set at the elbow, gives it off on the right wing for Liam. Surveys around. Cole off a screen, gets to the nail, now to the elbow, floats it over for Belvin. Belvin thinks about the jumper, now Liam diving in, looks for the reverse, wedged on the bottom of the iron. It's out of bounds. It will be Reed City Coyote basketball. That's exactly where you want forward to see. Right down the lane, get yourself some penetration, just not able to finish the layup.
Yeah, he gave himself a tough angle there where we had to use his left hand from underneath the bucket. Good take by Liam. I like the aggressiveness.
Another pressure look here. Potential steal, and it is! Moten! Steal and score! Great defense from Jerice Moten. Another steal to the tally on his campaign. Jackson looks to answer. Floater off the window. Too strong. Swatted away. Chinga sends it off the sideline. Rises up and denies on a great putback attempt, I believe, from Lockhart, and sends it into the far side wall. Little bit of a 1-4 zone look off the inbounds. Jackson off a screen, mid-range, fires from the free throw line, no good. Off of Jackson's shoe into the hands of Belvin, and he's fouled. Lockhart's going to pick up his first personal. First foul of the ball game goes the Coyotes side. That was a nice job by Jackson getting to the short corner, just floated it too strong. That's a great hustle play there by Gabe there to get the block. But how about Jerice Moten on that play? That's number 20 steal on the year there for that steal and score.
Yeah, that's how Jerice is going to get his buckets. Getting pick sixes and getting all the hustle plays, and that's how he's so valuable to this team.
Chinga for three, off the front iron, no good. Counts pull down the miss. They get it to the talented guard in Jackson. He will stop there just past the timeline. He'll give up. Dutcham at the top. Jaden Irvin now within his mitts. 2-3 zone by the Cardinals. Reed City trying to move it around. Looks down low, back outside. Gogolowski back to Dutcham. They'll survey. Back to Gogo. Up the top, moving it around. Irvin pops out for the basketball. Gives it right back. Lockhart moving down low. Belvin is right there on the block to guard him. Lando back up top. Reed City not afraid to be patient. Moten's now going to force the issue against Dutcham. Into the corner for Gogolowski. Looks down low. Dribble. Short corner. Looks to find a man. And he stepped out of bounds. It's Cardinal basketball. Another turnover. 2-0 our score. 4:56 to go here in the first quarter. Big thanks to American Legion Post 98 Baseball, Community Sport, including Hamtech, SMC Electric, Brown's Barbershop, Chuck Amenities, and Big Country 100.9.
Fake handoff.
Cole got the fake handoff play. McLaughlin there. A little bit of miscommunication. He thought he actually was going to get the handoff. Jabe to the right shoulder. Heist in the corner. Off the back heel. Nice board from Moten. McLaughlin down the hill. Puts it on the window. No good. Gabe looks for a putback, and he's got it. Rising up the 6'8 frame and wearing 24 in white. Wins it again 4-0 Big Rapids as we approach the halfway point of the first quarter. Dutcham is trapped. He gets it over to Landon. Landon dives behind his back, thought about the three, poked away. Moten got a piece of it. 2-on-1. McLaughlin goes up and lays it in with the left hand. 6-0 Cardinals, and they're rolling with defense. Jackson is stripped again. 4-on-2 for the Cards. Transition for He's got it. Big time shot. There's the first triple from three in white, and a timeout, Coach Walsh. 9-0 Cardinals out and running here in the Battle of Misiola 2. We'll step aside for a Moten timeout. Back after this, you're on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Moten offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Moten as far as 6 months in advance. Moten proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, we make it super easy to schedule your appointment or to find money-saving coupons for maintenance and repair. Just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
You're listening to Big Rapids, Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas joining you here courtside at Big Rapids High School. 9-0 Cardinals here in the rivalry rematch. And Blake, they're doing it with defense to score offense right now. A couple steals from Moten lead to some easy scores.
Yeah, they've forced Reed City into 5 turnovers. They have 2 more turnovers than they do shots to start this game. A real recipe for success for the Cardinals.
1-3-1 zone. Cole Heist will head it at the top. Firing a quick triple, front iron no good from Dutcham. Offensive rebound for the Coyotes into the hands of Irvin, now down low. Gogolowski goes up strong and scores. Reed City out of their first timeout, gets their first bucket, 9-2 in favor of the home team. 3:17 to go in the quarter. Gabe's downhill, looks to lay it up and lost it, but a foul is called first. Gabe was looking for that long hook finish, and he was fouled on the way there, and it looks like Lockhart will be the guilty party. That's going to be his second foul. So Coach Walsh now looking to the bench, and he's probably going to make his first substitution here. Gabe at the post 98 charity stripe fires and connects on the first one. Nothing but nylon there from Jenga. Substitute coming to the table. This is going to be Roan Johnston will be in for the first time. The freshman wearing 12 for Coach Walsh and company. He will relieve Jared Lockhart after picking up his second foul. Gabe will line up a second one from the 98 charity stripe. Got it. 11-2 our score, 3:13 to go in the first. Cardinals using the defense out early, and they're going right back to a pressure look full court. Dutcham trying to get it across the timeline, dribbles through and draws a foul in the process. It's going to go on McLaughlin. First foul for the Cardinals, and that one's going to go to Liam. Liam's not a guy that fouls too much in consideration for minutes. 1.3 fouls per game, so he's already eclipsed that mark through one quarter. We hope the pattern does not continue. We'll see how they respond. Back to that 1-3-1 again. Landon fakes a pass, back up top. Dutcham thought about the three, steps through the zone, back for Gogo. Gogolowski tries to draw the contact, got his own miss, trying to go up again, count the hoop and the harm. What a big-time physical bucket from Peyton Gogolowski, and the Coyotes go to the line with a chance for a three-point play.
Yeah, good response out of the timeout by the Coyotes, to get on the board and, change some things as well. Starting to heat up, starting to turn into a pretty good battle.
Gogo's got it from the free throw stripe, 11-5 in favor of the Cardinals. Big thanks to New Horizon Landscaping. In the winter, they clear snow for residential and commercial properties. In the spring and summer, they care for your landscape. Find out more with New Horizon Landscaping. Nice bounce pass to the short corner. Belvin just left it short. Knocked out of bounds. We're going the other way. Reed City basketball. That's a great find down low for Belvin. He was just a little bit too far away from the hoop to get a good angle off the glass. Jackson works through a double team and draws a foul, likely on Moten. We'll get the official word at the table, and it is on Jerice. Third foul for the Cardinals now after the Coyotes got the first two early on, and Coach Ingles will make a sub. Drew Heist is in. Jerice Moten now will come off here for an extended breather. The Cardinals continuing this full court pressure. In the scouting report, we didn't see much of that pressure in the first meeting. A lot of zone time from both teams defensively, not as much full court pressure. Cardinals changing the look here tonight in the rematch. Good recovery from Gabe against Dutcham on the reversal pass. Gogolowski holds, defended by Heist, back up for Asher. He's going to direct the troops here. Jackson off a screen. They fake the pass to him. Down low, Gogo against Drew Heist, puts it up, bounces off the back heel, and a tip in from Irvin. Great job relocating to the backside for the offensive rebound, and just like that, it's a 4-point game. McLaughlin off the jab, looks down low. It was kicked off a foot. It looks like the Coyotes were potentially out and running if it didn't hit a shoelace. As now Moten is going to return, and McLaughlin's going to take a breather here. 1:56 to go here in the first quarter. 11-7 in favor of the Cardinals.
Last possession there, Reed City posted up Drew Heist. Just look for that, maybe something they continue to go to.
Belvin on the reversal. Now Jenga's going to have his try against Gogo. Moten now back across. They want to get it back to him. Moten open for three. Oh, goodness. How about Jerice Moten with another triple? That's number 3 on the year. Therefore, Jerice the other way and a score.
Give props to Jerice there before Landon Jackson's bucket there. They sag off. They give him about 15 feet to shoot. They dared him to, and he knocks it down.
Coyotes with the response. Try to get it down low. Belvin had it go through the mitts off the pass from Jenga. 5-point game going the other way. Coyotes losing the handle. Dutcham looks out ahead. Now it's Cole Heist down the hill, lays it up, and scores. A steal and deal for Jenga. Gets Cole Heist his first 2-point field goal of the ball game. Jackson will fire a long ball. He gets his own miss and draws a foul. He hucked that thing from about 40 feet. He might have thought that the clock was going to 0 instead of 1 minute, perhaps.
I looked up when he shot it, and it said double zeros on the scoreboard. I think he looked at the wrong scoreboard or the wrong time, and he fired away, but it ends up working out for him in the end.
How about getting his own miss? And now he's getting 2 at the post 98 charity stripe. First one rattles in after touching every centimeter of the cylinder. Substitutes coming in here. Caleb Sommers will make his first appearance, relieving Jaden Irvin. Isaac Wilhelm, as you mentioned, Blake, getting him some extended minutes here tonight. He's got first quarter action. He will relieve, I believe, over there in the bench area, Drew Heist to get him some size for the final 56 seconds of the frame. Jackson makes the second, makes it 16-11 in favor of the Cardinals.
Isaac actually replaced Lamont Belvin. Drew was just hanging out in the corner to see if they could get a quick one to him.
Good eye correction, Drew, just hiding from my visuals that time. Maybe trying to do that with the Coyotes here, trying to get open. Good defense from Sommers. Rotate around, Cole over to Jenga. He'll hold at the left wing, backs it out against Gogo. He wants the matchup one-on-one perhaps. Looking to go to work on the crossover, back for Moten. Moten left out there, thought about shooting, drives now across free throw line. Cole Heist, jab step, looks, spins, flips it up, too short. Wilhelm battling for it, got it back, but it's thrown away. Sommers up ahead for Jackson, 2-on-2. Looking to go to the arrow, taken away by Heist. Finally got it, throws it up for Heist. To his brother, Wilhelm, looks for the lay, and got it with the left. 9.7 as the clock is stopped. We have a delay of game warning issued to Jerice Moten as he touched the ball after it went through the net. So that's the first delay of game warning. It's not a foul, it's not a technical, but it will just stop play for the time being. Gabe Young, the talented shooter for Reed City, now will make his way into the ball game. Will relieve the freshman Johnston with 9.7 to go. 7-point lead for the Cardinals. Coyotes look for an answer. They try to get it to Young. Fings up a 3. That one goes short. Gogo battles, chucks up a prayer, put back. Oh, it tips out from Sommers. A chance at the horn to cut it to 5, but the lead stays at 7. Cardinals lead it after one, 18-11. We'll step aside. More basketball coming up next right here on WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
This is Junior Liam McLaughlin, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Welcome back here to Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas joining you here. It is 18-11 after the first frame here in Big Rapids in this rivalry showdown. Saw a lot of buckets early on. The game slowed down a little bit. The Cardinals used the defense to get out in front and have stayed ahead despite Reed City getting a little bit hot offensively. Coyotes will hold against a 2-3 zone. They get it into Jackson. Fires up a contested mid-range. Missed it. Sommers got the offensive rebound. Looks down low for a pass for Gogolowski. Gets it through off the hands of a couple Cardinals. Dutcham on the top. Open for 3. Wide to the right. Ball bounces out of bounds. Moten will let it go out of bounds wisely. Cardinals will get the basketball. Big thanks goes out to some of our great supporters, including Dezos Digital. Get your business in front of potential customers on their TV with Hulu, Netflix, YouTube, and live sports ads. Visit DezosDigital.com for more information. Cardinals will go back to work. Moten gets it down low for Jenga. This is the matchup they're trying to get to. Moten now will drive. Wilhelm firing a 3! it again. Wilhelm's got the confident three-point stroke. Coach, you point that out. He's a 5 that can fill it from the outside.
Yeah, again, daring him to shoot. He's a guy that I know can fill it from there. Way to take advantage of that opportunity and knock down the open jump shot.
3 shots this year he has from long range. You want to know how many he's made? All 3 of them. Coyotes will move it around against the 2-3. Gogolowski comes to the top to make the catch. Dutcham now defended heavily by Drew Heist. Back up top. Coyotes, not a lot of movement off the ball right now. Cardinals staying patient defensively with a 10-point advantage. Jackson driving, looks to float it off the window, too strong. Gabe plucks off the miss, extremely clean glass. Up ahead, great find for Moten, and he lays it in for an easy 2. Great stuff there on transition. Gabe gets the rebound, outlet to Cole, and a great pass up ahead and a great run from Jerice.
Jerice Moten again just doing his thing, running the floor, getting the easy buckets, doing the dirty work that nobody else wants to do.
Moten is your leading scorer with 7 right now. First time he's led in scoring, I believe, all year at any point of a contest. He's dialed in. He's defending Landon Jackson at the top right now and doing a good job of it. Dutcham looks for a screen. Now he's going to roll over for Gogo. Back up top, trying to get some movement. They get it into Jackson. Jackson surveying across the free throw line. Kick pass. Dutcham on the top, spinning against Moten. Nice pass, but it goes through the wickets of Lockhart. It was a great find, but just a little bit too low on the pass, and it dribbles out of bounds. Another Coyote turnover. That zone is really giving them fits right now, Blake.
Yeah, Big Rapids playing that matchup zone where they're passing people off. It looks like a man, but it isn't. And it is giving them fits.
Moten's going to fire another 3! Come on, Moten! He's 2 for 2 from downtown, and he's got himself double figures in the first half. What a start for Moten. His previous season high in any game was 8. He's already eclipsed that through 11 minutes. Dutcham on the top here, looking to another zone. Sommers on the catch in the corner, double team. Back up for Asher, back for Sommers. Jab step, down to the short corner, back outside. Nice move from Dutcham, fires and scores. A tough mid-range shot over the 6'8 frame of Jenga. Heist now will push, that's Cole. Back for Moten. Moten behind his back will give it back up top. Cole looks to go to work. Gets to the nail, back out for his brother Drew. Drew now will try to penetrate, and he will draw a foul on Sommers. First foul of the second quarter comes at 4:46, 26-13 our score. Cardinals right now with the lead here at home. Big thanks to our great friends over at Big Rapids Daily News. Get local news straight into your inbox. Find out more at BigRapidsDailyNews.com. Wilhelm firing a 3! Downtown Splashtown of Schuberg's 3-point shot again. Blake, I was wrong. Can't expect the shots to fall like last time, but right now they're hitting all of them. Dutcham for Gogo. An answer for the Coyotes to try, no good. Jenga with the miss. Gets it on the boards. Here's Wilhelm, defended by Jackson, gives it off for Heist. Heist thought about stepping into one. Now he's going to drive. Rips it through. Count the bump in the bucket. What a great play from Heist. And he's got a chance for a 3-point play. I don't know how he ripped it through on the Euro. But correction, they're going to say it was on the floor first. So Cole is denied of what looked to be an and one opportunity. Instead, the Cardinals will take it out of bounds. Here with 4:13 to go, the foul is going to be registered to Peyton Gogolowski. That's his first. Get your weekly sports fix with the rundown with myself and Blake. We talk CSAA hoops. Find on Big Rapids Daily News on YouTube. Jenga, the floater, got it over top of Gogolowski. Nice shot there from Jenga as he's settled in with 6 here in the first half. Timeout taken by Coach Walsh. 31-13 our score. The Cardinals are running with it right now. Don't go anywhere. More basketball coming up next right here on WBRN.
Your car is less of a car nowadays, more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
What does JCPenney, the movie theater, Big Lots, MC Sports, and Kmart all have in common? They left you. Sam's Disposal will never leave you. Since 1990, Sam's Disposal offers flat rates, no contracts, and is making trash bagless again. That means you don't have to have your trash in a bag, but it's definitely recommended. MTBA. Our community has trusted Sam's Disposal for over 3 decades. You can trust us for at least 3 more. 231-796-2952. Sam's Disposal is simply the best. Start today.
Back to basketball we go here in Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. 31-13, our score right now. It was 18-11 going into this frame. Cardinals, do the math at home, a 13-2 run in the first 4 minutes of this half, and it's been transition, what they do best.
Yes, yeah. Anytime they have to settle down and play that man-to-man or that half-court offense, they struggle. When they can get out in transition, that's when they're at their best.
Jackson trying to back against Chinga. Flips it up. No good. Right of the iron off the glass. Heist now to push. He's got Jarice with him. Bounces to Jarice. Nice find for McLaughlin. And they score it for 2. Great ball movement. Leads to an easy deuce for the Cardinals. 33-13 now off the bucket from Moten. Trying to drive. Kick out. Gogolowski will fire and score. A big-time triple in front of the Cardinal bench. Cuts it to a 33-16 mark. Familiar score. I'll say it in a minute. Here's Jarice, thought about the 3. McLaughlin, he'll fire! He will score! Monstrous three-point shot from McLaughlin as it makes it now a 20-point lead. 33-16 was the score of the first meeting that we had in Reed City last year for those curious after a whole game. We've already got to that here in the first half plus. An easy score for Irvin over top. Great ball movement there for Reed City against the zone, and it leads to a deuce for Irvin. Wilhelm goes to the right hand, back for McLaughlin. They float it down to Wilhelm, back to McLaughlin, trying to dive against Sommers. Kick pass. Moten thought about it, not going to take it. Chinga trying to tempt Gogolowski, spinning at the nail. Floats it with a left hand, left it short. Irvin plucks the miss here for the Coyotes. They'll push. Dutcham crosses the timeline, back for Jackson. Jackson thought about the step back, not going to take it. Goes to the short corner. Stop there, Moten with the help. They rotate it all the way around. Sommers will hold, thought about it, will give it back up. Asher will set up the offense here for Reed City. Here comes the double. Sommers in the corner will fire a 3 and fills it for 3. And he lets the Cardinal crazies know about it on his way through. McLaughlin trying to dribble through, and he lays it home. I don't know how he split the defense, but just like the mac and cheese, a crafty move that time there from McLaughlin. Going now with 1:55 to go here in the half. 38-21 our score. Cardinals with the lead here at home. Reed City looks for an answer. Jackson, mid-range, step back, just left it short. Irvin with another offensive rebound. He's been busy in that department. Steal by Moten. He was trying to find Dutcham from behind. Jackson tried to backpick, not able to do so. They get it back to Cole. 90 seconds to go in the half. Heist going between his legs, gives off for Jenga. Jenga driving against Gogolowski. Great defense. Step back 3! Wide to the right. Offensive rebound miss there from Wilhelm. Jackson plucks it out of the air. Coyotes will push. Over now for Sommers. Step in 3. That one off the back heel. Right to Heist. No one in the area code on the rebound. He'll pull it down to the arc. Heist behind his back. A spin. Oh, and a nice pass. Moten again. That one goes long. Missed his first three-pointer. Scrap on the floor. McLaughlin had it. Gets it to Call for game. Big-time slam. Raise the roof 10 feet, but save the shingles. 24 with a Michael Oiland propane slam. What a great hustle play by Liam McLaughlin to set that one up for Gabe. He's now got 8. Liam might not have the points to his name, but he's played great in this half. Irvin fires a contested 3, draws nothing. Moten pulls off the miss. 30 seconds to go in the half. Moten will push. Moten kick out. Liam in the corner for Cole. Long 3 wide to the right. That one was about where he hit the one at Reed City late in the first half last time, but missed it to the right. Coyotes will elect for last shot. 40-21 our score. Coyotes will drive. Dutcham thought about it, pulls it back out. Sommers in a little bit of trouble. Gives it off. 5 seconds to go. Dutcham will hold. They got to hoist up something here before the horn. Dutcham floats it up off the glass. No good. And that is a half of basketball here in Big Rapids. 40-21 our score through 16 minutes. Blake, this is looking an awfully lot like what we had as the last score in that Reed City game. You want to know what it was? It was 41-20, and it's 40-21. 1 point aside, that's the difference. But the same similarity, the Coyotes' offense on transition has been unstoppable through the first 16.
Yeah, this is something that we did not expect, though. If you were to tell me that Isaac Wilhelm and Jerice Moten would have more points than Gabe and Cole in the first half, guys who are averaging double figures, I wouldn't have believed you, right? These guys coming off the bench, especially Isaac and Jerice, knocking down 2 triples. Isaac coming off the bench, knocking down 2 triples. It's something that you can't prepare for as a coach. Brendan Walsh did not expect that at all. But here you go. Now you got to make adjustments. Outstanding first half by the Cardinals when they got and run. They are so fun to watch.
What a first half of basketball here in the Battle of Misiola Part 2. We'll step aside. We'll pay some bills. Back with a halftime report presented by Big Rapids Public Schools next here on WBRN.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautoBR.com.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything. Not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
Halftime report here from Big Rapids. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. 40-21 at the break. And so far, Blake, you mentioned it. It's not Gabe. It's not Cole leading the scoring tallies. They've seen extra attention, and boy, have the other guys stepped up. Jerice has got 10. You've seen great play at Isaac Wilhelm with 8 off the bench. Obviously extended minutes with no Ty Gilchek. This is as good of what you can plan as a scout for the Cardinals, for these guys stepping into their roles, and they've done it at an immense rate. You look at Jerice Moten, a guy that averages 3.6 points per game, and when Isaac Wilhelm plays, 0.8 per game. And these guys are your leading scorers right now for the first 16.
Yeah, unbelievably difficult to prepare for. We knew Jerice can do the things like he's going to get you rebounds, he's going to get steals, and he's going to guard everybody's best guard. But knocking down 2 triples and shooting them with some confidence and, getting steals, getting easy buckets, that's something that Jerice does. Isaac Wilhelm shooting 100% from the field right now. Gets that easy layup to start, and then knocks down 2 open triples and for sure shot them with confidence. And you got to think, moving forward, this is huge for the development of the Cardinals, where you got Jerice, who is now, continues this trend. He's a scoring threat. And then you can bring in Isaac Wilhelm as well as another guy who can put the ball in the basket. So an outstanding job by those guys in the first half. Look forward to continue in the second.
Do have some scores to report from around the CSAA. Grant has a 43-23 advantage at Chippewa Hills. 4:27 to go in the third quarter there. White Cloud hosting Lakeview. Obviously, Lakeview spoiled White Cloud's party last time at Lakeview. White Cloud right now with a 3-point advantage at the half, 22-19. And we also had a game earlier on in the week, Kent City and Central Montcalm not playing on Friday, but they were playing on Wednesday. So we'll get you that score here pulled up here just to make sure I got my numbers right. That one finished 58-32 in favor of Kent City at Montcalm. Kent City is taking fire, and Central Montcalm finally is cooling off right now in the CSAA.
Yeah, it looks like Kent City's on their way to at least clinching a share of the CSAA white, right? The white? But that big game with Morley Stanwood still looming in the second part on that February 21st game. So, right now we're on pace to have a deciding game on February 21st in the red and a deciding game on February 21st in the white. Anytime you can get to the last day of the regular season when you're deciding a league championship, it doesn't get any better than that.
I hear the schedule makers get a bonus if that happens. Not saying the NFL is scripted in any way, shape, or form. We know that doesn't happen.
Never.
There's no way, right? All of our conspiracy theorists are rubbing their palms right now at home. We will step aside one more time. We got the second half coming up next right here on the home of Cardinal basketball, WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gilchek, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rickoff, and Brody Osowski return along with Noego's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Filler Insurance, the Rakoff family, Old and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
Hey, it's Ben with Sam's Disposal with some garbage etiquette for you. While not required, it's always best when you bag your trash. Sam's Disposal can take bagless trash, but bagless trash can leave a mess on a windy day. Please clear a space around your cans so we can get to your trash fast. That includes snow, leaves, bodies, or whatever. Please don't let your dogs help us take out the trash. While we know they're just trying to help, dogs have not evolved into helping take out trash. Whether you want to follow these suggestions or not, it's up to you. But when you want your trash reliably, consistently, and all the time removed, call Sam's Disposal at 231-796-2952.
Second half about to get underway here in Big Rapids High School. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas joining you here on News Radio WBRN. Thanks for tuning in, whether you're streaming us on the app. You can get that in the App Store, Google Play Store, as well as Apple Store. You can also stream WBRN.com no matter where you are, as well as you can always tune in where you're near a radio dial at 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. Big shout out to the man, the myth, the legend himself back in the studio running the board for us tonight, Aaron DeBoer. You can catch him each and every weekday morning, 6 to 10 on Y102. He's a charismatic fella, and he loves to talk about some interesting topics. So tune in Y102 each and every weekday from 6 to 10 a.m. Back to work we go. They try the lob over for Heist, and that one's picked off. Great read there by Lockhart. They're going to go out and run the Coyotes, going the other direction this time, left to right. Dutcham lost it out of bounds, whistle, and they are going to say it's going to stay down there. Coyotes will keep it in front of their fans tonight. As we mentioned, Blake, it's an amazing atmosphere.
Yes.
It's right now behind us is completely packed. It's almost getting more full on the other side here for the second half. Landon will try a floater wide off the right side. Rebound for the Coyotes, or for the Cardinals off the Coyote miss. Heist will look. He's open. Pulls a three. Bingo! Huge hit from Heist as he hoists it from 25 and hits it in transition. Foul on the 4. It is on for the foul, so Liam will pick up another foul. That will be his second foul here in the ballgame, first of the half for the Cardinals.
The Coyotes get lost in transition there. They leave the ball and let Cole just rhythm dribble into a triple.
Gogolowski had the bucket, but it's waved off for a travel. He moved his feet first on a shuffle dribble. And the Cardinal Crazies, as you can probably tell from our crowd, Mike, are going to let him know about it here for a couple minutes. Big thanks also go out to our other great morning show, Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9. You can tune in 100.9 FM for the full morning show, weekdays from 6 to 10. Belvin will float it, and he just misses short. Irvin pulls down the miss. Coyotes will push. Landon Jackson looks, push, finds, floats, no good. Jenga with the tip, gets it over to Cole Heist. 6:55 to go. Jackson tried to pull it, and a foul is called in the process. So Landon Jackson will pick up his first foul, and it's very impressive for Landon watching him in that run last year in the district tournament. Very aggressive player that does not foul very much. That is a coach's dream for Coach Walsh and company. He's a fantastic player. He's going to take a breather. Gabe Young will take his place here for the next moment.
You know, and the Cardinals have done a good job limiting him this time. He had a really nice game in the first matchup against these two clubs.
Big thanks to Michael Oil and Propane. The net is heating up, folks. Keep your home heated with Michael Oil and Propane. Jenga tries to go to work, miss. Offensive rebound and a put back from Belvin. He's now on the board. His first bucket of the night with 6:35 to go in the third. 45-21 our score. Big Rapids leads. They're going to go back to the full court pressure. Gogolowski across the timeline. Skip pass is picked off. Moten read it like a book. Over across half court. Looks for a float pass. McLaughlin for three. Short iron. That one no good. And Liam picks up his third foul. Or correction, his second foul. Or is it his third foul? It is his third foul. I got to be confident the first time. So we'll see if Coach Ingalls will go to his bench. And we will see if they're going to put in a sub. And it looks like they are going to take a timeout, it appears, on the floor. 30-second timeout. We'll step aside here for a quick break. Back with more basketball after this, right here on WBRN.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything. Not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
This is Senior Gabe Jenga, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Thank you, Gabe. Back we are here in Cardinal Arena 45-21, and for those curious who are just tuning in, no, you did not just hear from the leading scorer in this ball game. It is Jerice Moten with 10 points for the Cardinals. Gabe does have 8, nearing double figures once again. Dutcham, jab fake, fires, and hits from downtown. That freshman's got a confident stroke. We saw it at Reed City the first time, and he shows it again. Heist will now orchestrate the offense. Gives it off here for Drew Heist, working against Young. Backing, spinning, floats it back to his brother Cole. Cole across the free throw stripe. Moten downhill, gets the pass. Drew for 3. That one is short. Right to Irvin again. He is padding the stats on the rebound. 7th rebound already for the Coyotes so far. By far the leading rebounder, I believe, in this ball game. Dutcham now will hold on the top, get the offense orchestrated here, and what looks like a 1-2-2, almost a 3-2 zone, Blake, that we've seen a couple times this year from Big Rapids.
It's that matchup zone, so they're going to pass guys off as they go. You can see him pointing, telling guys, we're going to pass him off because he's on a different side, and it becomes really, really difficult to figure out what offense to run.
Picked off, Moten, up strong. Oh, he missed the dunk. Jinga will try to go up. He lost it out of bounds. Luckily, it's off the Coyotes. Moten just tried to throw it down and was just a couple inches short from his first stuff of the year.
What's impressive is he's on the underside of 6 foot, and he got up there, and if he maybe had another centimeter or two, he gets the second player to dunk in a game for the Cardinals this season.
We've seen him at the rebounds, just completely padding the numbers with the height and just plucking balls out of the air at the apex. As we have a timeout on the floor, Coach Ingles will burn his first turn to talk about something. We'll be back after this year on WBRN.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, maintenance and repairs on your vehicle are done by techs who have the training, the tools, and digital diagnostics to do it right. Call or make your appointment online today. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Back out of the Moten timeout. Rides to Wellness. Moten provides reliable transportation for medical appointments as far as 100 miles outside the county area. Visit motaonline.net for more information. 45-24 our score, 5:07 to go here in the third quarter. Cardinals have been just rolling here in this rivalry rematch. 2-3 zone off the inbounds. Wilhelm will fire. That one front iron, no good. Wilhelm now has his first miss of the night. Coyotes will get it out ahead for Young. Back out for Gogolowski. Cardinals will retreat and set up the zone. Coyotes will hold and try to get the troops orchestrated. Dutcham to the step back, not going to take it. Irvin skip pass for Young. Young thought about the 3 back up top. Dutcham taking his time. He got picked on a pass some moments ago by Moten, who tried to stuff it just a little bit short. 4:40 and ticking. Coyotes still letting this one be very patient offensive on this possession. Looking down low to Gogolowski. Jinga denies the pass. They move it around again. Dutcham against Drew Heist, wants him to come back out to him. Now he'll drive to the free throw line. Mid-range, step back, off the front, no good. Moten grabs the miss against Irvin and draws the foul in the process. What were we saying about Moten's bounce? He shows it right there again. Just out-jumping and a very talented athlete in Jaden Irvin to that basketball and draws his first foul. That Irvin, that is.
Another great job by Jerice. Cardinals' defense is still stifling right now, and then Jerice able to earn the foul there. Cardinals doing a very good job of executing on both ends tonight.
All rebounds presented by Extremely Clean. They professionally repair as well as prepare and paint any surface in your home. Visit extremelycleanmi.com. Heist on the top against Young. Drives, floats it. Oh, he tried the English and just missed it short. Gogolowski pulls down the miss. Looks up ahead. Coyotes have numbers if they want it. Gogolowski to the short corner. Drives, runs out of room, and might have got tied up with that ankle. Out of bounds. It will be Cardinal basketball. Gogolowski a little slow to get up. He tried to stop, and I think he stopped right on an ankle, perhaps. He's a little shaken up here. King McKinney has made his first appearance on the floor. Wilhelm will take a breather. Great minutes from Wilhelm. He has already eclipsed his season high in points. It was 3, and he hit that on his first shot attempt and then added another moments later. So he's getting on towards, I believe, double figures now in points. We'll see if he comes back in here later on. Meanwhile, the Cardinals will work against a pesky man-to-man defense perhaps here by the Coyotes, trying to do anything to stop the bleeding. Heist behind his back against Preston Wayne with a rejuvenation of energy coming in. Jinga on the step back. Oh, it's string music. Beautiful shot on the mid-range from Jinga. He's got 11, and Heist with a deflection out of bounds on the pass.
An underappreciated stat right now. That's Cole Heist's 7th assist.
7th assist. That is, let me correct my math, that is a season high. The last was 5 that he had earlier on this season. I believe against one of the other conference teams, a foul in the process for Gogolowski. He's going to get 2 at the stripe. Foul is going to go on McKinney, so he will pick up his first. McKinney is not a guy that also, while it is limited minutes, he does have a couple fouls. 3, well, that is number 4 officially, even though he has played in 6 games, so not a guy that has fouled very much. Gogolowski will go to the stripe. First one on the way, no good from the Post 98 charity stripe. Sub coming in here at the table over on the right side there for Reed City. I believe that's Johnston just kind of sneaking over there. Now he's back up, can see his face. So talented freshman for Coach Walsh. That one bounces in from Gogo. And now Rowan will make his way onto the floor here with 3:25 to go in the third. 48-25 our score. Cardinals with the lead here in the rivalry rematch in the Battle of Reseola 2. It's been dominant so far in transition. Defensively, the Cardinals have just pestered Reed City and have turned up the volume enough to get a big lead. Jenga off the screen from Heist. Back for Cole. 3-ball on the way. That one is short. Jenga plucks the miss, but it goes right to Johnston. A steal there from Moten. Great anticipation. Jenga step through and a lay-in against Dutcham. Beautiful footwork from Gabe, and now he's got 13.
Jarice Moten again creating on one end. That's his 4th assist, his 6th steal. He's got 3 rebounds, 10 points. Saved his best for senior night.
Some 2K numbers on senior night for sure. That one's deflected. Drew Heist out ahead. He's going to slow the tempo up. 2:41 to go in the third. Cardinals have doubled up the Coyotes 50-25. Heist back for Drew. Drew at the nail off of his shoe. Moten gets it back, puts it on the deck. Trying to find McKinney on a cut and threw it over his head. It was the right play, just threw it a little bit too high on the execution. Subs coming in here for Coach Walsh and company. Irvin is in, Young is off with 2:30 to go in the third. While you have the chance, big thanks to Schuberg Insurance from downtown. Head downtown to Schuberg Insurance Agency, Big Rapids' most trusted name in insurance. Another zone look here for the Cardinals. Looks like a 2-3 extended here. Johnson tries to get it back to Dutcham and does. Wayne is trapped in the corner. He's trying to get out of it. Here's Sommers to hold. Sommers at the three-point line. He's hit a couple here tonight, and a kick ball there off the pass will lead to another sub. This time Coach Ingles will make a change. Here comes Owen Craven. He will make his way on for Jarice Moten, as Jarice will go to the bench with a standing ovation from some of the crowd members behind us. He has played a monstrous game. Craven now will be on here for his game number 15 on the season. Dutcham on a skip pass on the jump, gets it over now in the corner. Sommers to Wayne, back to Sommers on the right wing. Craven defends him heavily. Coyotes will hold again against the zone. Nice find in the short corner. Trying to get it to Irvin, knocked away. Jenga got a piece of it, now had it in his mitts. Heist pushes the pressure, gives it back out for Cole. Thought about it. Trying to get Dutcham off his feet and does. Driving inside, looks to the post. Nice pass. McKinney driving inside. Floater just short. Good look. Thought he had contact. Not going to get the call. Coyotes secure the miss. Here comes Dutcham now. 90 seconds to go in the third. Still 50-25 our score. Wayne over in the right wing. Back to him. Trying to drive. Looks. Pass inside. Nice one. Trying to dribble out of it. Irvin trying to float it. Not able to get the shot off. Here comes Heist now. Will push the issue once again. Fakes it to his brother on the handoff. Call for 3! Got it! Might not have been from the parking lot by the first meeting, but a pretty stroke there from 3 and white. Coyotes with trouble against the trap. They get it away just in time. Dutcham for Wayne. On the fake, looks for the reverse, I believe. Piece of it was McKinney. The putback a miss. Johnston back up. He wedged it just short. McKinney out with the miss. Oh, but he missed the pass to Craven out of bounds. Reed City will get it back after a hard-fought effort on the offensive glass. Third quarter subs with 42 seconds left. We got 3 4s now coming on the floor, folks. 4 in Liam McLaughlin and 44 in Xavier Mishler. 53-25 our score. Jenga and Cole Heist will take a breather. I believe only the third time this season they have been pulled out by the third quarter, and the first one since that Tri-County game.
Yeah, you know, the Cardinals right now outstanding in every facet, taking care of the ball, defending hard, getting rebounds, running, pushing the tempo, active hands, you name it, they've done it right tonight.
Johnston evades pressure, gets it to Irvin. Irvin fakes it, knocked away by Drew Heiss, got it ahead. Mishler now is running the point across the timeline. Skip pass for Craven. Craven back to Mish. Mish back over to Drew Heiss. 16 seconds left. Ingles wants some movement off the ball. He's going to look for a last shot. Mishler will go around the corner. Drew Heiss down the hill. Yarrow! With the move and the finish. That's crafty from the freshman. 2 seconds, 1 second. Young not able to get it off in time. 55-25 after 3. Dominance by the Birds against the Coyotes right now here tonight. We'll step aside. We'll hear some words from Johnson's Automotive back after this here on WBRN.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautoBR.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, we make it super easy to schedule your appointment or to find money-saving coupons for maintenance and repair. Just visit QualityCarAndTruckRepair.com. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here in Cardinal Arena. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas joining you here. 55-25 our score. And obviously we talked on the rundown here before this matchup, Blake. Coach Walsh, they wanted to try to slow down the Cardinals in any way, shape, or possible. But we've talked with Gabe all season, and especially yesterday. He knows the capability of this offense, and right now the transition game has just been monstrous. And they've done it with defensive turnovers as well.
Yeah, you play anytime you see a matchup zone, it's confusing, especially if you've never seen it before. And it's gave the Coyotes fits all night. And then when you get those deflections, you get those runouts, you can start scoring points in bunches. Guys will miss their assignments, getting back in transition, which leads to more open looks. And it kind of opened the floodgates.
Young
for the
off
Cardinals.
the catch for 3. That one is no good. Battle for the rebound. Last touched by a Coyote. Coach Walsh thought it was clearly off of Mishler's knee. Mishler's going to smile and trot down the floor, not saying a word. Cardinals will maybe steal a possession, perhaps. Big thanks goes out to our great friends, especially over at the WBRN studios for the 10-minute school closing guarantee. Find out more at BigRapidsDailyNews.com. Mishler backing in with the spin. No basket. He traveled first. Mishler can't believe it. The student section's about to storm the floor in disbelief. That was a nasty spin move there from Mishler, but denied by the steps. Mishler, I believe, with his first dribbling turnover of the season to this point. 7:21 to go here in the fourth. 55-25 lead for the Cardinals. Young firing a long 3. Back heel, just missed it to the right. Irvin in there battling for rebounds. Almost poked it away. Maybe did. Out of bounds. Coyote basketball. They're going to say it was off of Cole Heiss' hands. Great play there by Irvin as him and Coach Walsh talking over near the bench. Great hustle there from Jaden Irvin.
Yes.
Although he's not, I believe, in the stat sheet with many points, only 4 up on the big board. He's made a big impact on the offensive glass and deflections defensively.
He has. He's been great tonight with the hustle plays, keeping possessions alive.
Sommers from the corner, similar to earlier. First three-point shot in a while. Makes it now 55-28. Cardinals still with the lead. Subs coming in here at the table. Craven off the dribble. Great pass inside. And King McKinney puts in the deuce off a beautiful feed from Craven.
Great job by Owen attacking the paint, seeing the man step up and giving away an easy bucket.
Nice feed the other way. Dutcham to Johnston for his first points in similar fashion on the dribble drive. Still 27-point lead. Off the catch. Mish for 3. That one is long off the mark. Offensive rebound by McKinney. Back up. Mish thought about it. Down the hill. Nice no look. Craven! Got it! Craven from downtown. Newtown, his first 3-ball of the season.
When it rains, it pours. Everybody's contributing right now, hitting open jump shots, making the right pass. Everything's gone right for the Cardinals tonight.
Irvin for Young, back to Somers, back for Young, trying to create some space for a 3, not able to. Somers, back for Young, looking at Irvin. Now he's going to dribble drive. Young will stop. Dutcham firing a long ball wide to the right. Irvin on the putback, just missed it. McKinney pulls down the board. Fresh subs awaiting at the table for both sides. Here's Liam, fresh off the bench and fresh into the scoring column. Short corner drive for an easy 2. Dutcham trying to force the issue. Spinning, floating, draws a foul. That's a tough-looking floater. He almost got it to fall. Foul is called on Craven. That'll be the first of the fourth quarter. 5:30 to go in this one. 62-30 our score here at this moment. It'll be 2 shots upcoming for Dutcham. They're going to rule that he was in the shooting motion. So we'll see Dutcham at the line for the first time. Craven will pick up his first foul. Boy, that was just a beautiful assist as well there from Craven. His 9th of the season. It might have been his best one in the season.
Yeah, again, attack the paint, had a guy step up. He just dumps it off the king for an easy deuce. Exactly how you want to do that there. If you don't get stopped, you've got a layup. If someone steps up, you dump it. High IQ basketball play there.
Line change for Coach Ingalls. 4 on, the lone one staying, I believe, is Drew Heist on the floor. 62-30, 5:30 to go. Big thanks to New Horizon Landscaping, Post 98, American Legion Baseball, A1 Auto Glass, as well as Dazos Digital, Big Rapids Daily News, The Rundown, and Big Rapids Daily News YouTube, as well as Mornings with Etch on Big Country and the Morning Rush with Aaron on Y102. You can also catch Red Wings hockey on WBRN, where you get this broadcast. Floats one for Belvin, backing in, but he just left it strong off a great feed from Heiss. Coyotes now will try to counter. Dutcham for Irvin. Irvin at the top, defended by Folkema just off the bench. Gogolowski back in as well for the Coyotes. Dutcham walked, pulled his pivot foot, trying to set up a crossover. That'll be another turnover for Coach Walsh's teams. And you can watch it on film. The Coyotes are a very efficient team. When they turn it over, it limits those opportunities, and that's what hurts their offense, and it has tonight.
Yeah, just the little ones there. You just drag your back foot, getting ready to pass. Makes it difficult, to stay competitive in a game when the Cardinals are playing like they are.
Heist will set up the offense, looks for Gabe. Gabe for Heist. Cole Heist will hold. Folkema goes around the bend. Heist makes a move. Pass for Belvin. Belvin, a mid-range. Can't bounce it in. Heist with a tip-in, and he looks to the bench with a smile. 3 has scored in the post this year, but he's not gotten a tip-in. That's his first. Irvin will fire. That one just narrowly missing. Loose ball. Wayne plucked it away from Jenga. Dutcham inside. Floating on the way. Back heel no good. Jenga pulls down the miss. He will hold it up. Will calmly, collectively hold it between the wickets and give it off for Drew Heist. They'll try to set up another set. 64-30. Heist. Back out for Cole. Cole wants it for Folkema. Gets it to him. Ashton against Preston Wayne. Looks to the corner for Belvin. Belvin, quick pass for Drew. Drew will hold over on the far side wing. Now inside. Folkema against Wayne. Floats it. Tried to get it to Belvin as he was backing in and threw it away. Wayne and Folkema having a laugh about that one. It's good to see these guys, especially considering the circumstances. They're enjoying the moment right now, especially with these fans here in attendance. 4 minutes to go in this one. Cardinals have been dominating, but it's good to see both teams right now. They're enjoying the spotlight, as they should.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's good to see, especially in a rivalry game where it can get heated. The guys are playing clean. They're playing smart. Nothing crazy's happened, which is always good.
1-3-1 zone. Drew Heist will move it at the top. Great find inside. Oh, a second one thrown away. That's great point-to-point passing. Irving down to Wayne in the short corner. He had Johnston wide open and just threw it wide right on the bounce.
Yep, and that's the little things right there. You break down the zone, you get the ball where it needs to go, and then you just make one bad pass and the ball goes out of bounds and you lose the possession.
64-30, our score. Cardinals with the lead. Over the head pass to Wilhelm. Wilhelm hands off here to Folkema. Folkema off the screen to the left hand. Pump fake, wants on a cut. Wilhelm now will drive. Wilhelm will flow. Wilhelm left it short. Belvin back up, swatted by Johnston, but a foul is called. That one looked clean from my angle, but it was clean. They're going to say it's on Dutcham for his positioning outside of Belvin underneath. He was battling for that rebound and just couldn't get out of the way. So although Johnston had a clean swat at it, Belvin is fouled. They'll go to the line. First one is short from the post 98 charity stripe. Sub coming in, Young for Irvin. So Belvin will go to the line. Belvin working on the free throws this year so far. I believe 5 of 16 to this point. He'll see if he can try to add to it with the second try. Lamont sets and fires. Back heel. Offensive rebound. Belvin tried to pass it through right to Wayne. He was looking for Folkman in the corner. Great fill there by Wayne. Young will slow it up. Now to Preston Wayne up top. Over to the right wing. Touch him. A long three. That one off the mark. Off the hands of Johnston and the hands of Folkman. He'll bring it across on the far sideline. Looks to go to work against Young. Young over for Drew Heist. Drew will back it out, looking to get a set here. Kobe Griffin checking into the ball game. Here's Drew floating it up. Oh, he gets the roll. Great flip off the window from Heist. He's got his second bucket of the night.
That's a great take by Drew, getting downhill, finishing with his right hand. Bright future ahead for that freshman.
Great shot over in the corner from Young, just goes a little bit short. Good deflection by Young. Here's Folkman. Folkman sets, gives it off for Belvin. Belvin, Folkman for three. Bounces no good. It bounced straight up, might have had a chance to fall, but it did not. Dutcham, baseball pass to the corner, back for Young again. Not able to get a shot off this time. Belvin with a great closeout. Down the hill. Dutcham inside the paint, back out for Wayne. Wayne has a little bit of trouble with it, gets back up top. Here's Young. Dribbles down, sets it up. Here's Gogolowski with it. Gogolowski on the far wing against Griffin. Driving, flips and draws a foul against Kobe Griffin. That's a tough thing to do, draw a foul against Kobe Griffin. 1 foul on the season in his 9th game. So Kobe gets his second, and Gogolowski, he's been busy at the stripe tonight. He'll get 2 more upcoming.
Yeah, great take by Gogolowski there. Get into his right hand, absorbing the contact, almost finishing, but gets to the line and knocks down the first.
5 subs in total, 2 for the Coyotes, 3 for the Cardinals. It'll be Lockhart and Somers for the visitors. It'll be McKinney, Craven, and Mishler. Likely to wind out the last 2 minutes of this one, 66-31. Pending the second try from the post-98 charity stripe for Peyton Gogolowski. Sets and fires. That one is good. Gogolowski will go off. Irvin now will come on. Should make it 66-32 up on the big board with 1:56 to go here in the ballgame. Mishler will get it into Craven. They'll run the offense from there. Coyotes might be trying something here, man-to-man defense. Craven, great hesitation out for Kobe. Firing! That one no good. Offensive rebound by McKinney. Mish thought about it. Oh, a step back. Oh, it swirled out. McKinney on the glass. No. Griffin had it stripped away. Irvin now will carry. 1:30 to go. Young tried to step into it. He'll give off for Somers, who will try. That one wide to the right. Irvin will hustle towards the corner. Saves it in bounds. Great hustle. Finds Somers again. Here's Wayne. Defended by Folkman. Somers thought about it. Great closeout by McKinney. Bounces inside. Irvin. Great pass. Gabe Young. Set up for 3. That one nothing. Rebound there by Mishler. He wants to carry this one. Looking to dribble drive. Falling down, and an offensive foul called on Mishler. And the official was loving that one. He knew exactly what Xavier was about to do and had to chuckle that he tripped over his own footsteps. 63 seconds to go, 66-32. Stick around. BRPS player of the game and postgame show upcoming. Young for 3, in and out, no good. Young, a talented shooter, just hasn't found the cylinder from outside tonight. Somers a rip through, drew a foul in the process. Foul is given to Griffin. So I might have jinxed Kobe. Only 1 foul coming in. He's doubled that already in this game tonight in his minutes of action. 51 seconds to go. Coyotes will see if they can get an inbound set here. Screen the screener for Wayne. Inside. Irvin had it knocked away. Here's McKinney out ahead. McKinney's looking at the rim. Oh, and he had a bad step. Little awkward fall. We'll see if he's okay. Jess Van Trustenberg over there to take a look at him. It was an awkward step. We all braced. That was a non-contact misstep. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here. McKinney still down. We'll give him some time. We will step aside here for this break right here on WBRN.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You're listening to WBRN 1460 AM at 96.5 FM.
Final 40 seconds. McKinney is up, and he remains. Wilhelm is into the ball game for him. Just sneaking over to the table before we resume play. Here's Young. Spins around, gives it off for Wayne. Wayne back for Young. Young on a pump fake. Now gets it over for Irvin. Irvin firing a long three wide to the right. Sommers gets the rebound. Young now will have a chance to fire. That one is short. Another rebound for Sommers. Over for Wayne now. Wayne dribbles, pass. Irvin mid-range, no good, wide to the left. Another rebound, this time for Wayne. Sommers thought about the step back. Young from way downtown is short. Griffin pulls down the miss. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that is your ball game. Two teams will meet out here in the handshake line after a great display of effort here on Rivalry Night. It's the Cardinals getting victory number 12 on the campaign, 66-32 your final. And Blake, just about as dominant as the first one.
Yeah, everything went right for the Cardinals. Every bounce went right for them tonight. A complete game. It was nice to see him play for a full 32 minutes and do some really nice things.
It was a great game indeed. We'll break it down for his scores around the league, as well as our full post-game show, and Blake's got the honors with our BRPS Player of the Game. Don't go anywhere, folks. Back after this here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit MotaOnline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything. Not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Your car is less of a car nowadays and more of a computer, full of gizmos and cameras, even in your windshield. That glass is loaded with sensors and cameras that interact with the environment, other vehicles, and on and on. So when you have to replace your windshield, you also need to recalibrate those cameras and sensors. Enter A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. A1 not only expertly replaces your windshield, they also recalibrate those sensors so your car acts like nothing ever happened. Trust the experts at A1 Auto Glass in Reed City. Visit A1GlassRC.com. A1 Auto Glass, clearly your best choice.
In the year 2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Now plain zero.
What does JCPenney, the movie theater, Big Lots, MC Sports, and Kmart all have in common? They left you. Sam's Disposal will never leave you. Since 1990, Sam's Disposal offers flat rates, no contracts, and is making trash bagless again. That means you don't have to have your trash in your bag, but it's definitely recommended. MTBA. Our community has trusted Sam's Disposal for over 3 decades. You can trust us for at least 3 more. 231-796-2952. Sam's Disposal is simply the best. Start today.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, maintenance and repairs on your vehicle are done by techs who have the training, the tools, and digital diagnostics to do it right. Call or make your appointment online today. Quality Car and Truck Repair, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome back in here to our Cardinal postgame show here on News Radio WBRN. Thanks for all that have tuned in here tonight. We have 1 final score here and 2 also outside of here in the league. We'll get to those as well. But first, big thanks goes out to our great friends over at Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners, Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Moten, the Macon-Saskatchewan Transit Authority, A1 Auto Glass, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, as well as Cook's Tree Service, Post 90 and American Legion Baseball, Dazos Digital, and Big Rapids DailyNews.com. Officially final as of 7.7 seconds ago. No, I did not do the math on that. I'm just guessing. 48-31 in favor of the White Cloud Indians getting revenge at home against the Wildcats of Lakeview. That game has went final, as well as Grant puts a thumping on Chip Hills. They beat the Warriors 74-38 in Remus. I mean, that team is firing on all cylinders right now. The Cardinals are we're just firing on all cylinders with their win tonight. And so everybody awaits the game that's coming up not too far away on February 21st. It's going to be great indeed. With that, thanks to all of our great supporters, including New Horizon Landscaping, our time and temperature sponsor here this evening. It is 20 degrees. We do have a winter weather advisory, folks, in effect tomorrow, so please stay safe out there. Please drive carefully. Some snow is on the way here in our area. Of course, time and temperature presented by New Horizon Landscaping. Big thanks to Big Rapids Little League for their support. Sign-ups are open. BigRapidsLittleLeague.com to sign up, ages 4 through 14. And with that, our BRPS Player of the Game award-winning elementary schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, extensive educational and extracurricular opportunities at BRHS. They're the school choice in the area. Visit BRPS.org for more information. Blake, it is your honors. I have a feeling, but it's your pick. Who do you got tonight for our BRPS Player of the Game?
You know, we had 4 guys in double figures tonight, but you had one guy that sparked everything, did just about everything for these guys tonight, and that is Jerice Moten. 10 points, 6 steals, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, only 1 turnover. And, you know, probably should have had 12 points. Tried to dunk it and missed by a little bit. But an outstanding game by that young man. The Manistee transfer last year has found a way to fit in with his group, has filled his role tremendously all season long. Nice to see him break through to be the BRPS player of the game.
There you have it. Congrats to Jerice on his first honor of the season as our player of the game. And Blake, I think you nailed it. I mean, he did everything. Defense, scored the basketball at a season best rate, and I think it goes to show that he can defend anybody on the schedule, in the district, but it's good to see the offensive performance from him. Gabe also did great things. Cole Heist found the cylinder from deep. That was a great sign to see. But the reserves, I thought, played incredible. I'm not saying that they're not starter caliber players when I say reserves. The guys off the bench bringing energy as they should. Isaac Wilhelm filling it from deep. Owen Craven with a nice dish as well as some great defense as always. He brings that physicality. And you saw some great things as well from Drew Heist also coming into the game.
Yes.
Liam did some great things as well. And Lamont Belvin was the motor that they needed, getting some offensive rebounds. While the lid was on the basket for him, personally, he still got some things done. It was a team effort. This one really feels like a Tri-County. It's just the Friday night run right now. The Friday nights are just doing great things for this team. We hope that continues, but we also hope they can get some Tuesday wins too, as we will be headed for an interesting game, not on the road, but here on Tuesday to try to break that streak against the Lakeview Wildcats, which should be a favorable matchup for the Cardinals. But, of course, we've seen crazier things happen. Still got to take care of business.
Yeah, a complete team performance tonight. Looking at the stat sheet here, everybody contributed positively tonight, and that's what you want to see as you get later in the schedule. You've got, 3 or 4 regular season games left? So when you could be firing on all cylinders, getting everybody to contribute, an outstanding performance on senior night, a rivalry game, all of the above. The guys did a great job tonight, and you move on and you want to continue to build on this. Anytime you can win a rivalry game by 34 points on senior night, you want to build on that and build as much momentum as you can going into that final game against Grant, and then of course the districts the following week.
Absolutely, and it's a dominant win on senior night thanks to our 7 seniors both on the girls and boys side. Thank you for what you've contributed with the Cardinal program and continue to do here as your seasons may be coming to an end here faster than we would wish to hope. But it has definitely been great to see the development and great to see a great win tonight in front of a packed house here in the Nest. Big thanks, speaking of which, goes out to the main man himself, Aaron DeBoer, for running the board for us tonight. Aaron does a great job as always. A formal thank you, especially for sitting in on this rivalry game tonight. Appreciate all the help. You can check him out on Y102 weekdays on Y102 102.3 FM from 6 to 10 a.m. as well as you can catch mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9, 6 to 10. Big thanks to Athletic Director Don Thompson, Superintendent Tim Heist, Principal Ron Pinkham. Big thanks to my partner, as always, next to me, and Blake Thomas, as well as Coach Ingles and the entire coaching staff. Thanks to you listening in. For Brandon Wirtz signing off. Cardinals with a big-time win tonight, as we will talk to you next on Tuesday, 6:30 pregame, tip-off at 7 against the Wildcats of Lakeview. Until then, have a great night. We'll see you on the next edition of this presentation of Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball. Only one place, WBRN.
You've been listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. We now return to regular programming.